going to let me see. Let me get a cough drop because my voice. Oh man, everything. Let's see. I know no one's on. I'm gonna try like different things. I know no one's on. Hi, how are you doing? I Hi everyone, how are you? I'm back at it again. Let's see what we tap out tonight. Let's see what's going on tonight on the boards. Just about anything, not just about planes, trains, or automobiles, but just like about anything. Let's see. And look at this. Amazing Grace. It blesses the show. Come on, Amazing Grace, you gotta do your thing here. God bless me. Oh my word. I think I'm catching a cold. Hi everybody. And yes, I did put my wig on because I have to get some movement in my hair, everybody. Gotta get the movement in there. And so tonight, we're gonna tap out some stuff tonight. We're gonna tap out the most incredible, incredible. I think I'm getting a cold, everybody. I really think I'm getting a cold. Let me back it up. Back it up and put it down. And we're gonna tap it out tonight. I'm gonna use 2 boards and 1 album tonight, everyone. And we're gonna see where it goes. Let's see what happens tonight. Oh my. And we're gonna talk about all kind of stuff on this show tonight. I'm not holding back. Let's get it started. I mean, I've got the paints, and here's the black for the black hole. Let me shake this up really good because, you know, we need a good shaking on this one. Because this is gonna be. Hi, Noah, honey. How are you doing? Hi, Weston. Hi, how are you doing? I'm doing good. How's my Noah and everybody doing? Let's see what we're going to find out tonight, everyone. Let's see. I think I'm catching a cold. Thank you, baby. I'm doing good, Noah, baby. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. I think I like my fit too. You know, the fit. You know, everyone. It really scared me last night because, you know, when you're in shape, right? And then you start getting a burning sensation on the side of your leg. That's not funny. That's not funny, actually. That's actually scary. That's beyond scary because you're like, wait a minute. I'm sorry, but I think I'm catching a cold. Hi, Greg. Hi, Greg. Right? Seriously. Yeah, you know, the little African dance. Right. Kind of put a little stank up into this night. I get a little. Oh man, we're just gonna brighten it up, right? I know, Noah. That's right. Hi, Allie. You are super. Oh, thank you, honey. Hi, True. Don't forget if you're new to this channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe. And listen, come on this train all the time, right? Yes. Take my shirt off. There you go. Oh my God, I did a lot today. As a matter of fact, I had to be off. Remember, everyone, that I got burning sensation in my leg. Do you remember this? Okay, well, guess what? No joke. I had to do stretches today. I have this sciatic nerve situation going on my legs. Oh man, it's like, gee, what is it? You are funny, right? I try to. Hi, Weston. Not true. Let's see what's going on tonight, everyone. I got this. Look. But I want to show you. Did I show you the boards from the other night? Oh, did I show you? Wait a minute, everybody. Did I show you the $1 million tap and the boards and stuff? Hold on a second. Because I actually forgot I didn't show you any of those. I forget. They're downstairs. I had to do another coat on them. Can you wait a second till I run on and get them real quick? Because that's right. I had to. Just give me a minute. Give me a sec. Give me a secky sec. Give me a second to catch my breath. Okay. Let's see what you didn't see. I mean, this has been like backed up. This is really like backed up for real because this is like 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, this is like 4, 5, 6 pieces of art. I mean, this is so backed up from days. Let's see what's going on here. I'll be honest with you. I tap out so much art in one day that I actually tap some out in my sleep sometimes. I wake up. This one here was, I'll go over this real quick. And I'll show you what all I tapped out. All the stuff that you didn't see that was tapped out. Right? Thank you. This one here, and I better get my little signature thing, everybody. Come back. Come back, come back, come back. Okay, right here. Do you remember, everyone, I done the $1 million tap? Does anybody remember that? And it turned out so incredible and so deep and so beautiful. Does anybody remember the $1 million tap? Well, right here it is, high, shined, and dried. Look at that. Do you see how euphoric it was? Do you remember that? And then do you remember I actually tapped it out this way? I don't even know which. I just signed it up this way. And look at this. Do you remember that $1 million tap? And I didn't know which way to sign it, and I just signed it. Right, Greg, undo a button for us. Shut up, Greg. Look at that. That's crazy. It's so wild both ways. So this $1 million tap, I'm honestly going to sign it both ways. It's going to have a signature. It's going to be so wild that I have a signature. Like, okay, this is really beyond scaring me. Everyone, things are really strange. I am going to faint right now, everyone. I'm not joking you. I think I'm honest to goodness going to be faint. I just signed my signature, honest to Lord, on this board. And guess what? I don't see it on here. Do you see it on here? Okay, right here. I was getting scared. I was getting scared. But this is the $1 million tap, remember? And then I didn't know which way to sign it. I just signed it. Because it's so interesting this way. And I have, and it goes, look, that's insane. And then I went like this. I'm like, okay, if I can tap this $1 million tap out. Hold on a minute, everybody. I said, what about a $1 million album? Let's just do the tap, right? And so I tapped this out, and it went to the euphoric status. Because there's a face in this $1 million tap. And I mean, this $1 million album. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. And so, how euphoric. And then if you turn it this way, you get some other kind of weird stuff going on. Thank you. So this is really wild because the albums tell an incredible story. Also, don't underestimate the beat of the album. The beat never dies. The beat never dies. And then here's another one. I forget. This might have been the same night, but like up close, you can actually see all the intriguing elements of this, right? That's why on the album I use more color because it brings it out. But right here, you can see faces on this album, everyone. You don't, people left the building too quick. You can actually see faces on these boards right up in here. I mean, you really can. That's incredible. So that was another one. And that's why I like to, and this one here was this, I don't know, this was, look, right here. This was another one. Now, when you're doing the boards, you have to rough them up really, really good in order to get a face. And you see this man's face right here? It's very interesting. And then there's another face off to the side. But you really have to, and then up in here is a face. You really have to, when you're doing album art, this is acrylic paint on this album. When you're doing album art, it's a whole different story, everyone. You really have to dig deep into the board. And I'll show you what I mean by that because you'll get what I'm saying. And then, excuse me, here was another piece of art from I think that same night. And it's so euphoric and so beautiful. And I don't even know what I was talking about or thinking about because, time is, a few days have gone by. So I don't even know where, I think I was in space. I think my mind was in space. Because when I'm doing these taps, it takes my mind to wherever it gotta be. And then, let's see. Oh, and then this one, I mean, I don't remember. I don't think I even showed any of you these, but this one here was so powerful because this took me, I think, to Mars. Remember that? Was I in Mars? I said, just take my mind anywhere, tap. And look at this. It took me there. And it dropped me off and it didn't let me go. Look at that. Thank you, Greg. It really took me there. I didn't know where it was taking me. I'm like, just take me there, wherever you need me. And look at this. And it's almost like there's someone's face up here too. Do you see that? It's almost like, it's hard for me to see backwards. Like, I don't know if you're seeing the same thing I'm seeing. But look at that. Of craziness. No matter how you look at this piece of art, you will see these faces just poke out. And I'm anxious to get this done tonight. Look at that. It almost looks like a dragon, some kind of dragging. Look. You see that, everyone? It looks like a dragon's face and its mouth is open. And okay, I don't know where it was heading me with that, but that's very beautiful and very intriguing. And I don't know, this is incredible. This is another painting where it took me to, yes, absolutely, Bishop. It really is. If you look at them up close, and I'll tell a story about my art really quickly. It's really deep. Like, I don't know about other people's art. I can only go by my art. I don't know about how other people feel or want you to feel, because with my art, you get a vibration and you get a feeling, everybody, and it's a euphoric ride that my art takes you on. It's just not, when you get a piece of my art, you can actually feel that vibration. You can feel that euphoricness of it. And it's like, you get an original. So there's no copies. So when you purchase my art, and you can go over to www.spaceartbeauty.net, which these aren't up yet. I didn't take the pictures of these yet. But you feel the vibration because these are originals. These are not prints or anything that you get. So when you purchase a piece of my art, that is the original piece of art you are purchasing. You're not purchasing anything else but the original. And you'll also purchase all the signatures and all the different kind of notes that I have on the back of each piece of art. So it's you can see every tap of that right on here, right? So that's the beauty of my art, is like you get this beautiful original piece. And because I look at my art, and I love looking at other people's art and buying other people's art, and I like the original. I don't want to buy um that a duplicate or a print. Oh my gosh, I hate that. I want the original. The original, you can feel the vibration of the artist through the original painting. No matter how roughed up that is, you actually feel that artist's soul. And so that's why a lot of people love my art, because you can feel my soul in this art, you can feel that vibration. And so that right there, I don't like to lay them on top of one. And then here's another one. I don't know where my mind was taking me, but it was on a beautiful ride, you know, through the galaxies, through space, through time, through different dimensions. And that's the thing about my art, is it doesn't just take you, it takes you everywhere, you know? And look, you can see almost like a guy's face here. I don't know, because I said space, and then this guy's face showed up. There's another guy's face. As a matter of fact, there's the bearded guy. Here's his nose. Let's see. He showed up. The old man showed up again. Here's this old man that shows up on a lot of my boards, and for no, I have no idea why, but I have a few guys that show up all the time on my boards, and this old man is no exception. He is always on my boards all the time. Right here he is. Right here's his nose, his eye, his big mustache, and he's on this board. I cannot believe it. I just saw him here. That's craziness. He always comes on this board. I don't know who he is, everyone, but the man is always on every single one of my paintings. Almost, this old man with this big fluffy mustache. And as I tap out my art, I don't know what's gonna appear, but here's a face, but here's this old man again, and here's his beard, and here's his. This is insane. How he's back at this board. It's absolutely incredible. Wow, that's amazing. Must be telling a story. But tonight, I don't know which one I'm going to do first. I really don't know which one I'm going to do first, the album or just get right into it, right? So, here's the album, and here's the board. Let's find out who gives us the best story, right? Because the albums give you a story, but you have to add a lot of different colors in order to pull out that story. And then the boards, well, they're just on point. They're just on point. So I'm gonna take it, and I'm gonna probably do a board first. Let's just get right into the madness. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do something different tonight. I'm gonna rough the board up a little bit. And yes, I know this block has been through a lot, but it still has enough that I can rough up this board. So I'm gonna go ahead and rough this up real quick, because I want to see some faces. I want to know what's going on. I want to know what's going on this board. I need to know. We need to know about planes, happenings, what's going on. We need to know about the new orbs, drones that are in New Jersey. So I'm going to start out. I'm going to use for this because it's so serious. Hi, Michael Wade. How are you doing, honey? It's so serious what topic we're talking about, because we're talking about planes, like, just suddenly running, landing, going off and wrecking and crashing. And there's something to it. There's something to it. And I want to know, let's find out. Does this board give us some answers, everyone? Because this is bizarre. Because what my intuition says and what these boards say are two different things, right? So we're going to get into it, and we're going to honestly check and find out what is let's just get this going. Let's take this. Lord, tell us what is going on with these planes crashing. Now, it's really, when it does the drag, everybody, you got to understand that is where you get the most unbelievable faces. When it drags, there's a story that needs to be told, and it's always when this board drags. So I'm going to ask this board, what is going on with these planes crashing? Who is behind that? What is going on? What color should I use to come out of all this blackness? And guess what, everybody? I'm supposed to use red. And see, this is what I'm saying. There's something going on because I'm supposed to use red. And it's dragging just up and down and up and down. So let me just get the red, because you know how red represents, let me grab red because I wasn't expecting this. I wasn't expecting this. I really honestly wasn't. Again, I wasn't expecting red. I didn't really want to use red again because it's never like something that I mixed up some red. So let me just get into this. And I dumped it there. And we're going to do this. Let's find out what the heck is going on. What is going on with this? Who is behind this? I'm going to ask the board where there'll be officials plane crash. Will there be a top officials plane crash? Show us on the board. Right away, it has these, I'm not guiding this, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of these round dots, I didn't even do that, came on there. There's something going on, everyone, that is very serious right now. Very, 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 with these, there's something, that did it by itself. I didn't even do that. It just hit it right by itself. That's incredible. Let me pull you down a little bit toward me. Let me take you down. I'll tell you what. There is so much churning. There's fire. There's fury. And it's real. And it's real. It's real, everybody. It's real. Let's see. We're going to probably see something in this. We're going to probably see something in this tap. And I can't, because I'm not supposed to go over in here into this red. We're going to see something on here. I hate to say this. There's something weird going on. We're going to see something on this tap. I don't know if you're already seeing it, but we're really going to see something on here. And I'll tell you what, I would be very, very careful. I mean, planes are, but there's something invisible. And I've got to add this for some reason. And this could be the part of the invisibleness of all this. There's this part here where it's wanting me to know that it's something coming from those round circles. And that's what it is. It's something coming. See, there's elements that we cannot see, but it's pulling everywhere. It's no joke. It is really real, and it's a real scenario that's happening, and you cannot see it. You cannot see it. And I know people don't want to hear that, because you get off and you get on, and it's not funny. It's really serious. We've got smoke, we've got fire, we've got all this crazy stuff, but something is saying that it's these round things that are in our, look at this. Look at this. Now there was a little bit of board left out. I'm going to close that up, just for heaven's sake. But now I tapped it like this. And there's a face in there. There's a face in there. Look at that. Look at that. Now I tapped it this way, But are we meant to see it another way? I don't know. Look, that's crazy. I don't even know what to say, because who knows which way we're supposed to see this. But these whole, look at this. I don't even know which way we're supposed to see this, because both ways are so interesting. This way, we see a man's face right here. We see his face right there. You see that? And he's like basically like this. Um, Look at that. We see this man's face here. I would just, and it's coming from, and the thing is, it's coming from these round, these orbs. And I keep telling everybody that these orbs are no joke, because what is in these orbs, you cannot see them. You cannot see what is happening. You cannot see it, because these orbs here are emitting things down through, and that's what's happening. You can't see what's going on. We can't see it, where we cannot see it. We physically cannot see it with our eyes, everyone. I'm not joking you. This is, and I know it's scary. It's very, very scary. It's scary. Let's just not even ask the board anything, but let's just see what's, yes. I mean, it's, what is happening is, does anybody know about gravitational pull? And has anybody seen a video? There's a video that someone had taken in New Jersey, and I will actually show it to you tomorrow. But it's in New Jersey. It was on Valentine's Day, and there was these red lights, and I'm trying to. I will get it tomorrow. All right, I will show you tomorrow. But it's these different red lights. I think 4 or 5 red lights, and there was this little orb coming down from the red light, and then it would go do something, who knows, and then it would go back up into this red light. And people had witnessed this, and they took a picture of it. But it is really getting scary out there, and this is what I'm saying. All this phenomena with airplanes, this isn't just a coincidence, everyone. It's not the weather. It's not this or that. There's some kind of element. There's something that we just cannot see that is actually doing all this crazy stuff. Now let's see what is going on. Let's just tell us anything that we need to know. But I mean, it's very, you gotta be very careful if you're on any type of plane, and they're not telling you that, but you really actually have to be careful, because what we cannot see with our naked eye is going to be just so bad this summer and just on, because it's, the forces are not going to let up. There's forces that are invisible, and they're not going to let up, and they're waiting for right moments to where certain people will be all together on planes, and that is when there's going to be some hell breaking loose. But look at this. This is so bad. It streaks. Look at this. This is beyond horrible. Look. I mean, you can't even make this stuff up. This is horrible. I mean, this, you cannot get this. This is really bad. And I just don't even know. I would be really, really, I mean, all I can say is, if anyone gets on a plane at this point in time, just pray, just pray. Doesn't matter what plane you're on, even if you think you're on the safest plane in the earth, nothing's really off the grid with this, because there's these secret forces that are in motion that are doing this. And I mean, the plane crashes are just going to get worse. And it's just, from anything, they're just going to get, and you don't know who is next. You don't know what plane is next. You don't know what person or people that are going to be, it's really just scary. It's really scary. because there's a lot of blackness. That's the smoke, the grind. I mean, it's just it's fiery, it's fumy, and just like I said, you can't see it. You cannot, not even our military can honestly see what is happening. That's why so many of our jets are going, like, straight down like that, because these forces are so insane that it just go, this stuff's going down. This ain't no joke here. Stuff is going down. I mean, before you know it, there's, it could quite possibly at some point be planes missing, because this invisible stuff is so incredible and so insane that it's beyond scary. It is beyond the scope of scary in this lifetime, what is happening. Yes. Honestly, I think at this point in time, everybody, traveling on a boat is actually better than. Really, I'm being God serious. At this point in time, traveling even by sea, they're not even worried about that, because they know the majority of people travel by the air. And so that's why all this is happening. And this summer, the board, it's gonna be just sad. But there's a lot of elements, and a lot of elements that are doing this, a lot of things that are happening, and it's just unbelievable. And I know a lot of people come on and go, Tina, your taps are too scary. Well, I just am dishonest, some people can't handle it, but I would just, if you get on a plane, pray. There's no exception to the rule. They don't care whose plane it is, you know, flipping around. How many times, this is craziness is going on, because it's very insane what's happening, and what's going to happen. And it's just we gotta just brace. There's a lot of stuff happening, and we just have to, brace, because, we're up against things that we cannot even see. We're up against these forces that are gonna pull, that we cannot see, the government cannot see, you know. We don't have time to fight one another. We have things in the sky that are trying to fight us, and we don't have time to to do that, and it's like this, and it just goes down like that. Now, I don't know, this is how I tapped it out, everyone. This is how I tapped it out. But we're meant to see it like this, because it's coming from this element of the sky, but it's coming down, but you can't see it. You see what I mean? We're meant to see it like this, because when it's shooting down from the sky, you cannot see what's going on. You see? And then there's all this black smoke. It's really, really scary, actually, because this is the force that you cannot see at all, you know? And then here it comes down, and then there's the crash. But it's really scary. It's really scary. I don't know. But you see so much just charred, and just like I said, they're picking on the skies, because think about it, everyone. Think about this for a minute. If you're trying to hurt someone, right? And you're trying to hurt a group of people or make a point or something. Yes, absolutely. Name. Yes, that's what I'm saying. So think about this, everyone. If somebody is trying to make a point, right? And and they have this incredible technology, and they're trying to make this point, and they're going to use it. And this is what's happening. This is just the lead up to the lead up to what they're going to do to officials, to what they're going to do to people. You know what I mean? This is the lead. This all is taking place back to back. It's like sending a signal, like, look what I can do, and you can't see me. Do you see what I mean? It really is like hide go seek. Like, I'm doing this. I can flip this plane, but you think it's the wind. And they know that we're going to say it's the wind. They know that we're going to say it's the weather. They know that we're going to say it's this and that because we cannot see it. So we're going to blame it on every aspect of what could quite possibly go wrong. A tail, this, that, this, that. Think about it, everybody. Now, if you're looking at, and the reason why I'm saying about this with this invisible force is, think about this. Look how that wing just came right off, everybody. And that plane just flipped. I'm serious. Yes. But I mean, it's, and no exception to this rule, because this is just the beginning of it. This is just the beginning of it. And then there's the what they're looking for, right? So it's just, and who knows? They may have thought somebody was on that plane that that they needed to, that they wanted to do something to. Who knows? It's, they're picking and prodding in this, but it's that unseen force. We are in a time right now in our country where we are at the mercy of this unseen force. And it's scary. It's literally scary. It's honest to God scary, everyone. It is beyond scary. And I know for a fact it's there. I know for a fact it's out there. I know for a fact. Oh, yesterday. But so you see things that are happening that normally don't happen. It's getting scarier and scarier. Tomorrow, who knows what it's going to be? Tonight, who knows what's going to be? If you look up in the skies now, you see the drones are still there, but we have our eyes closed. And it's really, really scary. I mean, it's really beyond the scope of scary right now. And I mean, I don't like to come on and and have bad news, but at this point in time, my intuition doesn't lie. I'm I don't call myself a psychic because I'm better than a psychic. I don't need cards. I don't need crystal balls. My intuition and my mind are so strong that it takes me there. But I'm sure that the people that are using crystals and crystal balls and cards, I'm sure they're saying something probably around the same thing I am. But I just have a lot of advancement with my mind, and I tap into my mind. But there's a lot going to go on, and it's not going to be good. It's not going to be good. It really isn't. We are in for something, everyone. We're in for something. And so we have to just kind of brace ourselves, be prepared, right? And if you're on any flights, be very mindful of the exits. Be mindful of, if you're, at this point in time, there's so many planes like that are going down, you know. No, I'm not a Canadian, but like, be mindful of how if you're flying, maybe wear comfortable clothes like sneakers, just in case, something happens, you don't know. But I went to Canada, and it's very cold there. It's very windy, and I know what you're going to probably say, Tina, the wind, the this and that, but at that day, and anybody can dispute what I'm saying, because we're all entitled to our own opinions, and that's just life, right? Everybody's entitled to opinions, and you're entitled to disagree with me. This is just my opinions about what the boards are saying, or about what the album's saying, and the tap albums or the tap readings are saying. So, you know, you can believe what you want to believe or take what you want to take or don't want to take, right? But I told you before that it's going to keep happening. And what is it doing? It's keep happening over and over. And it's going to get worse. I hate to say it. So I'm going to rough this album up really good so that I can really see a face on here. So I can seriously get some clarity. Because, you know, summer's coming, everyone. We gotta get our stuff together. We have got to get it together. Because you don't know what's going to happen. Got to get it together. But no, we're too busy fighting one another, and we don't have time for that. We have forces that are fighting us in the spiritual realm, in the realm of cloak of darker that we can't even see. That's taking planes down. Do we have time to fight one another? Absolutely not. We have something going on that's messing up planes and God only knows what else. We don't have time to fight one another. And let's just rough this album up really good. Because when you're using an album to do the art, remember, oh yeah, and it's not because of the Lord. Everybody, here's another thing that I wanted to tell people with my intuition, because I'm very tapped into it and can see things. And we're a lot of people go, Tina, are we at the end of the world? Just like is the world ending? Just like Noah said. As a matter of fact, not by the fate of God. It's not God that's wanting to end the world right now. It's humanity. We are going at each other. We hate each other. We have other countries that don't like us, that are testing our boundaries, and I mean our physical boundaries, that they're trying to bring things over to our country that we cannot see. It's humanity that's going to drive our country to the ground. It's not God. It's humanity. That's right. It's humanity that's going to drive us insane and drive us to the break of nothing. We're going to kill each other. Is it going to be a nuclear attack? I mean, we're doing too much crazy stuff. And God's sitting back going, oh my goodness, I'm not even ready to come yet. And these people are trying to kill their own selves. It's insane. It's that bad. It's that bad, everyone. And we just sit back and wonder why planes are falling. We've got so much high technology. It's incredible what's going on right now. Okay, let's see what this board has to say. I mean, this album, because this is going to be, I roughed it up pretty good. So I'm going to use, who knows, whatever color it wants me to use. I'm going to use the black and then just see what comes out of this. But it's dragging already. This is just craziness. Because when it drags, it's like, it's not really necessarily good when it drags, because it's telling this story that I don't know. We just got to get right with the Lord. We're fighting one another. We're trying to do this. We're trying to do that. It's just crazy. And in the meantime, we got planes that are falling out and can't get past the point of landing properly anymore. Let's see. So we still got. Now I'm just gonna just free willy let my mind just do whatever it wants to do. Yeah, I'm just gonna let my mind take control of this, and I'm not even gonna ask it anything. I just want my mind to literally take over this album and find out what it wants to tell us, not what I want it to tell us. So we're getting smoke. We're getting smoke. We're getting clouds. forming. And there's something that it wants me to use red again. And it's this thing, everybody. It's this thing that is very serious. It's this thing that is so serious. I don't know how it wants me to use this red, everyone. I don't know. Let's just see. Noah, why didn't you leave that there? I didn't get a chance to read it, Noah. You don't have to take your comments out, everyone. Just leave them there so I can read them. If I'm in the middle of tapping the art, my mind's going to a place. I can't, I have to, just respond when my mind. Now, what I have to do is, I need to use this one. It is telling me to use, okay, something like this. I have no idea why. I don't know why. I have to use one of these brushes, and I don't know why. I have to tap on. Let's find out what's really going on here. Something's happening. Okay, so I'm taking this, and I have to tap with this. There is going to be just bloodshed. Look at this, everybody. It's just all over. Now I have to use some blue. I don't know what the blue is about. This is the first time. Now here's what it looks like right now, and I have to add blue. So however this is, I have to add blue onto this. Hi, Zach. So wherever this blue goes is where it's supposed to go, everyone. I don't know. Just like the red. I have no idea. Let's find blue really quickly. And I mean, let's find the blue very, very quickly. It wants me to find a deep blue. My intuition's like a deep blue. So I don't know what this represents. And it wants me to tap it in. So I'm going to tap it in. Let's find out what happens when I tap this in. It says tap from the center out. The center out. I don't know why, everybody. This is the center out. My intuition says tap from the center out. And this is what it came up with. This is what it came up with, everyone. The center out. That's crazy. And then, oh, there's that man's face again. Here's this man's face, everybody. Look at this. Do you see that man's face right there? Wow. Look at that. Holy shoot. Do you see that man's face? Look at this, his nose, his cheek. That's powerful. There is something going on. Here is this man again. Is this Jesus trying to tell us something? Because this older man keeps coming up onto my taps over and over and over again. Is this Jesus trying to tell us something, everybody? I am not joking you. This is powerful. This is the most powerful tap of the night, because here we got these clouds, but it's in this man's head is all this cloud, the smoke, but then we got this. That's insane. That's absolutely insane. And then we almost see this figure back here, but we see this man's face. Yes, look at this, everybody. The most powerful, incredible tap of this night. You can't make this stuff up. You cannot make this up. It's riveting. It's raw. It's real. I let my intuition tell me how to tap, and it was telling me to use that blue and tap from the inside out. And it just guided me on where to put the red. And you see that? You see that, everybody? This ain't no joke. This is no joke right here. This is no joke right here. This man keeps coming on the board. You see his fluffy mustache? And this is the world right here. Wow. I'm going to start calling this man on this darn near Jesus. I mean, he keeps showing up. He keeps showing up on every tap. But this is incredible. This is incredible. This is the most incredible tap I've ever tapped out in my life. It's insane. It really is. It's just beyond the scope of insanity. Beyond. It is real. I can't even believe it. I'm like sitting here numb right now. I'm sitting here very numb because it's so powerful. And it's telling this story that there's going to be blood. It's just something's going on in these clouds, but there's water. But there's this man, this older gentleman. Look at his face. Like, here I am. And then you have something that kind of looks like the devil over here. This goes, here I am. And then you got the red and the blue. They go, here I am. This is insane. This is insane. This is beyond powerful. Hi, peace and joy. This is incredible. The most powerful piece of art. Now, I'm going to sit this down. I'm going to tap out one more album for tonight, and then we'll be done with this night. Let's just sit this here. Let's just sit that right here. And let's see. And let's see what happens, everyone, with this next tap. And so since that was so powerful and so riveting, and we saw something in that, but we saw good maybe versus evil, right? And then we see all this. But let me do this. And I told you, so when you're doing album art, make sure that you get a good rough up. I'm going to, my intuition says, Tina, just use the same paints. Tina, just take it to the next level this time. Okay, I will. Let's find out how the next level is going to be. Well, the thing is, Noah, you know, people can believe. Let me just answer Noah's question. And he's saying, what would all the other religions, you know, what are they thinking if they were here? And I just want to say one thing. God is powerful and God is no joke. And guess what? He's the only king. He's the one and only Alpha, the Omega, the beginning and the end. And there is no one, absolutely no one that is greater than God. Not no other religion, not no man, not no creature, not no animal that people worship, not nobody. So it's only what God thinks, not what other religions think. It is what God thinks. He is the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost, all in one. There is no in between. So, yeah. Hi, Father. So let's see what's on this album, everyone. Let's see what we're going to... Because I'm going to rough it up real good. Because, see, this is how you get the good faces. Yes, thank you, Noah, for that. No, you don't have to be sorry. No, Noah, no. Noah, don't feel sorry, honey. I love that question. That's a good one, as a matter of fact. Because people worship so much stuff. And God's like, worship me. I'm here. I created the sun, the moon, the stars, and the heavens above. And you want to worship a rock. Or you want to worship Allah. Or you want to worship man who is not even nowhere near the power that I am. Right? Let's not get started on that. Noah, that was really good, honey. Don't say sorry. Take sorry out of that. I love that. That was actually good. Hi, Father. So what are we going to see here in ending with this night? Because we tapped out 3 amazing telltale pieces of art that if we don't get this together, we're going to be falling apart real quick, everybody. If we don't start getting ourselves together, we are going to be fighting up against stuff that we never fought up against. Think about this, everyone. Think about this for a minute. We have fighter jets, right? And what have they been doing lately, right? Falling down out of the sky also. So we're here sitting and we're fighting up against one another because of how brown we are, or this or that, or what political realm we're in. When we've got a source that is so powerful right now that is taking even our military planes and making them look like toys. And we're sitting here carrying on amongst one another. Not funny, everybody. Not funny. Not funny. Not funny. If it can take our military planes down, then what the hell's gonna be next? And lose control, right? So I'm really roughing this up. You have any more questions, you can put it to me. So I'm gonna rough this up and we'll see what this is gonna, what we're gonna see on here. And my intuition says, Tina, use the same paints and I'll guide you to where it needs to be. So let's go, and I'm going to start with the black for the black hole. And the next step, my intuition says, is use gray. And it's running off to the races. And it's really wanting to grip into the board. Into the album. It's sliding and just... Now, I have to use gray, my intuition says, and tap out. Tap out. Tap out. Tap out. Trying. This is going to be crazy. This is crazy. Because my intuition's telling me to do this. And that's why I'm silent, everybody. You tap the blue and you tap it through. see a fire. But it's telling a story. This is something. And we end it with this. We end it with this. And what is this? And what does this represent? Think about it, everybody. Think about this. Tap it right. I don't know what this is saying, but I'm sure we'll see something on here, everyone. I tapped it like this, but I'm sure we're meant to see it like this. Do you see something on this board, everyone? Do you see that face, that invisible face? Do you get what I'm saying, everybody? Do you see what I'm seeing on this board tonight? And you think I'm making this shit up? Do you see this invisible face right here? Do you see that? There you go. There you go. You see that? Do you see that? This is powerful. This is probably the most powerful tap other than that I've ever tapped out in my life, because there's invisible forces. Look at this. Look at that. And then you see a face right here that's very prevalent. That you have to really look at it. Do you see that? That invisible face right there? Do you see that? Do you see it right there? The eyes, the nose, the mouth. And it's looking right at this other invisible creature. Do you see that? These creatures are looking at one another right in their eyes. Look. Lock center. Look. This is so powerful. This is, I'm telling you, this is beyond powerful. Beyond. You have to come back tomorrow to see it dried and high shined. Because this is really, this is beyond, this is probably the most powerful tap I've ever tapped out in my life. Because you see this invisible person right here. Right here. But it's locked eyes with this invisible person. There's an eye, but it's locking. Look at that. This is another dimension. But it's influencing what we're going on, what's going through this. And do you see these lines? This could be Republican, Democrat, ocean, fire, who knows? But it's in this mind of this invisible creature that is locked onto this creature. It's insane, everybody. These boards don't lie. These taps don't lie. These albums don't lie. My intuition doesn't lie. This is real talk. And then you've got the moon up here. But you've got all of this different stuff. It is insane what we're seeing right here and what we're witnessing. Beyond insane. We are not the only ones. And it's proven fact that we are not the only ones. By what's happening with planes, what's happening with our technology, what's happening on these boards. And with that being said, and ending the night, have a blessed night, everyone. Thank you for joining me. If you have not yet, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Thank you for your likes and your comments. I greatly appreciate it. And tomorrow, I cannot wait to show you these most euphoric taps, dried and high shined. This is going to be incredible. This is unreal. These two, the last two taps on the album were the most telltale signs of everything that we can ever imagine. We see these faces that are invisible. But look at that. Look at that. And then as we're going on, there's another face starting to appear down here. It's getting even more, it's getting actually really weird. Because as we're on live, everybody, probably as we are going live and you see this physically right here, we actually see another face on top of the invisible face. But there's a face coming up here, but then we have this face locking into this face. It's crazy. And I'm going to put this down so it don't run, because we don't want it to run, that's for sure. You know, because see how it's running already, the paint. I hope we don't mess up our art, because look how the paint just ran from me showing it to you. It's really crazy and it's really wild. But I think, you know, me holding it up too much, it kind of went out a little bit. But that's what the night is about, everybody. We tapped out the most incredible art that's ever imaginable. They will probably take down the International Space Station next, maybe. You never know. I know that, and I mean, you know, I don't know if Elon Musk, I mean, or anybody even has came out, but like um, there's this kind of invisible force that's up in space that is just knocking and busting up these his satellites. They're going down, like there's some kind of force up there that's messing some things up in space. There, whatever it may be, a lot of stuff's getting messed up in space. And these forces are everywhere. This is no joke. These forces are everywhere. And I know this for a fact. They're everywhere. And they're scary, actually. They're very scary. And this is just insane, you know. This is insane what's happening. And I mean, how, you know, will we even, I mean, it's craziness to think, how could we even defend ourselves up against something that we can't even see, right? How do we do it? Because we can't. If our military planes are going, how do we do that? We can't. That's the thing. We can't. Yeah. But so everyone, have a blessed night, and I'll see you when I see you. I can't wait to show you all this dried. I'm gonna take this stuff down to the basement, and I'm gonna dry it, and tomorrow before I go to work, I'll put the first coat on it, and then the second coat will be after I get off of work, and then I'll see you right back here at 8:30 tomorrow, 8:30 p.m. Eastern time, because somebody said, and Eastern, you know, I'm like, yes, I normally say that. I'm in Pennsylvania, so it's Eastern time. Yes, yes, you're right, Noah. But it won't. Then that's the scariest part about it. Is it's the invisible force that knows that it can bully us at this point in time, and we don't know what it is. And we have to blame it on weather. We have to blame it on circumstances. We have to blame it on faulty equipment. We have to blame it on this and that. And it and this energy, it's evil. It's craziness what's happening right now, you know? It's crazy. And it's not going to stop anytime soon, everyone. It's not going to stop. And it's really scary to think that, you know? And it's really scary to think that when you're on a plane that you have to dress for anything, like you really have to wear a tracksuit. You know what I mean? Like I'm Godsmack, so you have to wear your sneakers because you want to survive. You know what I mean? You gotta dress comfortable. If you're going on a flight, dress comfortable. Make sure you have sneakers on, because you don't know what's going to happen, that you got to rush off there. You don't know what's going on with all these entities out there and evil forces. And I know there's so many planes that go in and out all day, every day. Yes, they do, without fail. But guess what? Here lately, some have been failing. And you don't know what plane you're going to be on that's going to take that invisible hit. And so you've got to be prepared for anything, right? If I was traveling on a plane at this point in time, I would just wear my sneakers and at least make sure you have your sneakers on. That way, and if you're going over the ocean, for the love of God, if you're taking a plane over the ocean at this point in time, I'm telling you right now, you better be prepared. Because this, seriously, you know? But have a blessed night, everyone. Yes, right, Noah. That's I wish we can see these things, you know? Because if we can see that, we could prevent it. If we can actually see this evil force, we could prevent it. And that's the thing, we can't see it. So that's why we can't prevent anything, because we cannot see it. But if we could see it, actually. If we could see it, they would get whipped up. We would whip them up very bad. Our military jet fighters would whip them up, but we cannot see them. So how are we gonna whip something that we can't even see? Yes, that's right. So have a blessed night, everybody. And tomorrow is going to be another night of taps. We don't know who knows what's going to be in the news tomorrow. Let's just pray to God it won't be nothing bad. But, you know, I just cover what I see in the news, and I put it on the boards and see where the boards lie with it. And we'll see what this says, you know, dried and high shined, right? So, yeah. Noah said he'd bring himself his sneakers, a parachute. I think that'd be something I would do, right, Noah? Right? I mean, seriously, that's damn sure something I would do. I'd be so scared. And we don't want to live in fear, but at this point in time, I mean, it's God serious, you know? I mean, you don't want to live in fear, and you don't want to think about stuff, but just when you don't think about stuff, that's when stuff starts happening, and craziness starts unfolding. And it's scary how they're picking on planes, and you know, and stuff like that. But it's just sending a signal. It's sending a message, you know? It's just nothing but sending a message to higher ups that look what I can do. Look what can happen to you or your plane. If you know, this is what it is. It's messages, and it's messages plain and simple, you know, right in front of our eyes almost every day. They're letting us know that they can do stuff that we cannot see, and it can happen to them. So, you know, no matter how nice we are to them, they don't care. No matter if we agree with everything that they say or do, they don't care. They don't like us. And that's just how it is, you know. But I love yous, everybody. I'll see you when I see you. Have a blessed night. Oh, my glasses are irritating my ears. Really bad. Have a blessed night, and I'll see you tomorrow. You don't want to miss a thing, everybody. Be safe out there, right? Bye. Thank you, honey. Hold on a minute. And I think Noah had something he had to say. And Noah's saying there's an old saying. He's going to tell us an old saying real quick. And ending with this show, Noah's got us. The dark would always destroy the light. But not if the light can get to the dark before it destroys us, right? Really, seriously. So, I love you. Have a blessed night.